Although she does Hulk smash. If you know
Does
what I mean.
she? No, right. I thought Daredevil.
Daredevil.
Hulk smashes. Yes, very good, very good. I hope we're recording this because that's just gold.
Yeah, I'm recording.
Are we waiting for Wes? This one's hashtag a little less Wes.
I don't know. He was like, I'm going to bed soon, which is like, he's like, I don't know. I'm also thinking about having an early night.
Yeah.
And
you were like,
I don't know if that was him being like, so we could do it now. And I was like, yeah, well, let's do it now. But I don't know if that was just him being like, that's just an excuse so he doesn't have to come on. He's like,
have you spoken to him? Actually spoken to him since, because there's this whole drama now about fucking Billy went out to his house because Billy was going to be on an app and Wes wasn't, so I was like, go out to fucking Wes's house and borrow the microphone from him so you don't sound like garbage. And he was like, no, I'm not going to do that. And I was like, fine, go buy one, and you can feature on another episode. Like, we want you to be more guest spots, but you need to at least buy a fucking condenser, like the shitty cheapest one that you can. Like, but I can't tolerate you sounding the way you did in the first one. And then he was like, okay, I'll do that tomorrow. And then instead of going to buy one, he just like went to Wesley's house and was like, wait, Dom said, give me the mic. Give me the mic. And now Wesley's like, what the fuck is this? You'd like replacing me with Billy? Like, getting him to come out and take my mic and shit? And it's like, no, he's an idiot. And whatever.
That was too funny. It was like Billy went rogue. He made his own decisions. He became sentient.
Yes. But I don't know. But now Wes is, he frustrates me. He's a frustrating man who we're talking about, all right, let's do a recording. And then he's responding in that conversation. Like, he's involved in that conversation, but not... It doesn't confirm in any way that he's going to... that he's going to write. But seeing as as he refuses to come onto mic and face us like a real man, we can try him like in absentia, and we can talk about like he claims that he also, speaking of like Hulk smashing, Daredevil style, that he may have been clapping some cheeks, but he won't name anybody. Do you think he's all cap, as the kids said in 2 years ago?
I have the inside scoop on that.
Oh, you do have the inside scoop?
Yeah. He messaged me privately and said that it was all a lie. And I don't know why he lied about it, but... Okay.
Well, I think he was joking more than lying.
I don't know. I was like, because of the fact he's like, I'm not going to say. He could have just like said any name, put any two names together. I would be like, yeah, I don't know who that is. But good on you. Good on you, man.
I suppose so.
I think it was the fact that he probably went out. He was like, oh, I could probably do tomorrow night. That's what he said like a couple of days ago. Like, I can record tomorrow night. And then I think he just got written off. And then it was like, yeah, I've been smashing puss. That's why I couldn't come in. And then we'd be like, yeah, that's fair. That's fair enough.
Sure. Like, that's the only excuse that we'd accept.
Yeah. And then he's like, I got away with that one. Yeah. But, yeah.
What a weak dog.
So I don't know.
The fans love Wes. I did send him a fucking message. The fans love Wes, but he's lucky that they do. Because if the fans didn't love Wes, maybe I would fucking get Billy to go out there and steal his mic. Because he needs to have more gumption. He needs more commitment. You know what I mean? Like, you're through vinegar.
Billy just becomes Wes.
Yeah, I don't think Billy's good at image. Billy's a one of a kind as well. I don't know. He's more of a Billy is to weed as Wes is to like liquor, getting on the tools. Wise.
So who's the most easily replaceable? It's probably I'm going to say it's probably me. Are they like
out of the three of us?
Yeah, out of the three of us. Like with like pretty seamless replacing, like without
seamless replacing. Well, I'd probably say that the easiest person to replace would be Wes, because he wouldn't notice that he's been replaced for like 3 months. Like we're managing. There's no proof that it works without you or without me, but there's proof that without
that's true.
That's true. That it gets done.
I've been waiting for an episode because there's been plenty of times where I've been away and I've been like, oh yeah, you guys just have a duo. I'm keen to listen to see how you guys go. And it never happens. It never happens, and I'm upset because I want to see.
I'll be honest, I don't even try to organize it because I can't get him to like pay attention. He's always just like playing Pokemon Showdown when we're trying to do it, Or he's just like, no, I'm good in the background here, man. Like, what do you want me, what do you want me to do with that? You want me to talk to air and him be like, what was that, man? Without you filling in the blanks, it's just him ignoring me.
That would be pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I suppose if you're going away, we can get Wes, and maybe we can do like a Wes and a Billy.
Yeah, see, that works. That works because I'm probably going to be away for. I'll be back next Wednesday, but then I'm going away again on Friday, and I don't know like how
jet setting. Where are you off? Where you sort of? What's the travel schedule? You going on tour?
Going to Sydney this. Yeah, basically. I'm actually grouping basically. Going to see My Chemical Romance on Monday, but I'm going up to hang out with my nephew over the weekend, and then that's so I come back on Tuesday. Actually, I could probably do it Tuesday night, but come back on Tuesday, and then I got a festival on Saturday, in Sydney as well. So I'm gonna go back to Sydney.
Back to Sydney? How long are you back?
Yeah,
away from Sydney for? So it's like
for like a couple of days.
You're not just gonna stay in Sydney, just like hang with your nephew for like a couple more days, or?
Well, I would, but I got shit I want to do here as well. So it's like,
okay,
like I got stuff. Yeah, well, I got stuff to do, man.
Got stuff. Okay.
I don't have a job to go to per se, but there's something. You know, like
You've got jobs to do. Plus, you don't have a job to do, but you.
I don't have a job, but I do have jobs,
business to conduct.
Yeah, but so then I'm going away again. Like, on that Saturday, I'll probably come back on like Monday, and then what date does that? 27th. Then I'm going to like in the week after I get back, I'm going to Dubbo to hang with my family for Easter, and then and then I'm thinking of actually going back to hometown for like maybe a week or two, touch base.
Oh, really?
A
week or two?
Going.
Where are you gonna stay? Who are you gonna stay with? You gonna stay with Wes?
Maybe Wes. No, I don't want to bunk it with him. Might be the only way I can get. I force him onto the mic. Then maybe that will work. But no, I'm just.
Or you could steal it from him right from under his nose and give it to Billy, just like I'm planning. Just like the conspiracy that I'm hatching. Good heist. That's the only reason why I go back is just to pull off the greatest heist ever, just to get that mic. Replace it with like a deodorant can or something. You wouldn't even notice. I swear. You just 2 episodes with talking into the deodorant can.
But yeah, and then I'll probably stay at Rashid's if he's there, if he's got room.
He's always got room, cool. Much to the chagrin of his roommates. I believe he's always putting. You know what I mean? He's a friendly guy.
His roommates say that they like me. Well,
sure.
Yeah, so
you have a buffer between them and Rashid. They don't have to fucking
but
dilutes him a bit. They don't have to deal with him directly.
But Rashid is very friendly. Yeah, he just does invite people to stay.
Yeah, he's
but anyway,
guy. Generous fellow.
Yeah, he is. But yeah, anyway. So that's my schedule for the next little while. So it means I'm going to be away for a few hours, which means that. But I'll happily like do a sit-in. Like when I'm back in the hometown, I'll happily go over to Billy's and we can share the mic. You know. You only have to do one edit really with us, so you don't. Just back to 3.
Yeah. If it sounds like it, you can both share the headset and talk into the fucking Xbox gaming mic together. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was asking what's he saying? What's he saying?
What did you say? Repeat everything to me. Yeah, fucking brilliant.
Oh, that's true. How are we going to do with audio headphones? Oh, I'm sure you can get like a split jack thing we can use for headphones.
Yeah, I'm sure his fucking stickbook can handle that. It can't even handle like one person on a camera.
Yeah. It's just a jack. It doesn't have to be anything major. So is there anything new? It hasn't been too long since we chatted, so nothing really new over this way.
It hasn't been too long. I've been playing Dark Souls, which is kind of... I shouldn't be spending so much time doing that. Yeah, playing Dark Souls again. Not even the remaster. I can't even be fucking bothered to pay the... It's like still $60. Because I keep looking, being like, oh, it'll be 30. It'll be 20. It'll be on sale. But it's every time I've checked, it's just like $60. I'm not going to pay $60 for a game I already own. Like, fuck, it's, you know... The best thing about Dark Souls is how gritty it is. So, fuck that.
No, the remaster is really good. Because it fucks with the... it helps with the fucked frame rate. throughout the entire game. So that's nice. Especially Blighttown. I know a big part of like Dark Souls was how shitty Blighttown is because like the frame rate added to the shittiness, and that's why it's so
I do remember that actually, but on the fucking
it's like 15 frames or something. Yeah.
At some points when there's heaps of moving parts.
Yeah.
But I got the fucking super box or whatever the latest one is. It's handling. It does. I don't get any drop in the new one.
Do you have
they touched it
the
up.
X?
The whatever I don't
X.
fucking know. Whatever the like new one is, the big tall boy.
So yeah, okay. Well, I was playing through like. So I played through the Gears of War like pretty recently, like in the last couple of years, and the first three I played on like an old 360 I had, and those games looked like dog shit. And I remember like they just didn't look good, and I had like HDMI, and it was like I don't know why, but they didn't look good. But I downloaded them onto the Series S, and they look good. Like it's the same game, but they like I don't know, the textures are just way better. I don't know if it's just because
the textures and the particle effects are like way better on the newer consoles, so they patch all that sort of stuff up. So the gunfire looks really good and sounds really good, and yeah. Because it's like I remember playing, I was like, this is what I remember it looking like. I was playing through it on the Xbox 360, and I was like, this fucking sucks. Like it's like 720p. I can't even get it to 1080, and I'm using like I've got it set and shit. I don't know. It was weird. Well,
but yeah, but that's what my Xbox is now. It's just like the new one. I got a Series S because I just wanted like a little cheap boy. It was like $500, and
really?
Yeah. And yeah, I just play a lot of old games on it, and they look good.
I thought you were a PS5, bro. I thought you had a PlayStation.
I got both. I got the Xbox first because I couldn't get a PS5. This is before I was moneybags as well. This is when I was broke, scraping across the ground for change.
Pennies. Sure.
Yeah.
Still finding money for darts and Xboxes and PlayStations though.
I didn't smoke back then. Well, I did, but like,
didn't you? Yes, you
I
fucking did. Bullshit.
No, I didn't. I that was at a point where I'd quit for like 3 years, and I didn't smoke, and
But now you got cash to burn. You've also got lungs to burn.
Yeah, I got the lungs to burn. I ain't got a lung on this. I don't have long left on this earth, man. I'm getting real weird with it. But really, I don't know. I feel like a long life doing nothing sounds terrible, so I'm going to smoke the shit out of it. You know, something to do. Yeah,
I suppose I understand the sentiment and I agree with the sentiment, but smoking itself is such a bad one. I feel like the idea of like live your life fucking YOLO is like fine, but then smoking is such a like I don't know, such a shortcut to dying.
Yeah, it is. It really
doesn't feel like you're getting that much out of it. It's like the return isn't it doesn't add up to me.
If you set it up right, it's great. Like if you have a cigarette every couple of days, then it's great because you get that nicotine hit is always perfect. It's always it's like crack. It's like the best feeling. But I don't.
However,
I I don't.
Well, I talked to you recently, and you said you were almost on a pack a day, like a pack every other day.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, every other day. I slowed down, so I'm like a pack maybe every week now. But
okay,
that was like I've just taken my time, you know, just chilling now.
Yeah,
with the cancer sticks.
So 20. Well, do you
yeah, they last longer. Do I weigh?
Vape.
What? The fuck? Vape? Do I
so when
vape? Do I vape?
When you go, yes. Well, when you work in the tobacco industry, as I did, and you go to all the Indian store owners, they all say vape instead of vape. They all say.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They all have their nicotine vapes, and just put them out of business. Bro? I know I have vapes for that nicotine. And it's weird to me. Maybe it's because I kind of vibe with accents and stuff like that. I kind of can do them, but it's weird to me that you would hear someone say vape over and over again and just never change the way you say vape. I would be like, I'm making myself sound like a fucking idiot. I need to, but I guess I'm taking that for granted that English has like all the sounds that a human mouth can make. Like we use all of them in our language, but they don't use them all in whatever fucking other languages. They were like, we don't need to make the fucking V sound. It's unnecessary. We got plenty of like
Say
words.
Indians?
Yeah, they're all Indian guys, or like Punjabi, a couple of Pakistani guys.
I swear they use V.
They all say, I'm guaranteed they say wave. Go ask a fucking convenience store clerk first.
I think this guy just has like a speech impediment. And you're just like,
I'm talking about 10 guys, homie. I'm talking about 10 straight motherfuckers all saying wave.
Maybe you're just deaf. Wait.
Maybe I'm deaf. No. Maybe it's a northern thing. They all say
wave.
Like,
one of their gods is like Vishnu. Do they say Vishnu?
Vishnu.
Do they?
I don't fucking know. Maybe it's the WA sound. Maybe it's the WA sound.
Wait.
The vape.
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 Vape. Vermilion.
Yeah. This is the neuro-linguistic god. A couple of scientists, just a couple of PhDs discuss the etymology of racism. Of being kind of
walked these streets for a while, you know. I learned it from the streets. I got a PhD in street talk.
PhD in just like seeing what motherfuckers is about. That's what I got.
I got a PhD in see if motherfuckers want to step up. That's my PhD.
Well, I tell you what, I feel like I'm getting a PhD in that sort of shit because I'm doing my theory on fight porn. 2 hours of study a day, man. 2 hours of watching dudes get rock hard. I haven't watched any fight porn in a couple of days. Which is good because there'll be some great new ones when I step up to like get back into it.
Yeah, it's gonna be. That's what I had to do with Public Freakout for ages because I had to like. I'd seen everything at the time.
I hate Reddit, and Public Freakout is the worst bit of Reddit. It's
this is the best. And people,
it's not the best because it's not Public Freakout. It's just people doing things. It's just stuff that's going on.
So yeah,
and
but
if
when
you
you
want to follow my subreddit, r/just stuff that's going on. Just you go ahead and have a look and see
people doing things,
stuff that's going on, and I'll put a few posts up there.
I feel like there's like that. That is a. I feel like that is a subreddit. I'm trying to think of what it's called though.
No, I think it's just called subreddit. Just stuff going on.
I'm pretty sure it's called like / uninteresting or something like that. Where it's just like something people post shit like, that. No, it's not mildly interesting because it's something that's like not. It's just whatever. And people are just like, yeah, okay, fair enough. That was something I watched and it was nothing. But yeah. But no, nice. Public Freakout's good. I like people fight. I like people screaming at each other. That's my favorite shit. And half the time, they do break out into fights. Sometimes. If you just want to see people scrap, then yeah, go straight to fight porn. But if you want to see a build-up, a nice story unfold before the scrap, then that's Public Freakout. You know?
No, Public Freakout is just shit. It's just garbage. All it is garbage. I hate Reddit. Fuck, I hate Reddit. It's all these and shit. God, it's pathetic.
Did I tell you I saw a video? It was on Public Freakout of a dude getting knocked out in Canberra. Like, it was a place that I walk through all the time. And it was so good seeing, like... No, it wasn't me. Some bald dude, man. He was super jacked. He was just, like, harassing people just in this one area. It's like a sort of the CBD area. And he was just... It must have been a while ago because there's all these gazebos up there now. But there wasn't in the video. Okay. No, but it was pretty funny. Yeah, he was walking around and he was just basically, like, threatening people. But wasn't actually, like, physically assaulting anyone. Yeah. And he just walked up this one dude. And this dude just, like, immediately was just like, bop. Like, yeah, lay down.
That happens a crazy amount on the internet.
Yeah.
It happens a while about where some guys just like, okay, just the big one. Just some guy who's like been taking training of any kind, and he's just itching to use it. He's just like, God, I want to have a and someone's like gives him a chance, and he's like, fucking hell yeah. Like I've seen a couple of dudes on like Reddit and 4chan that are just. They just like whip out the gat while they're driving for no reason. Straight up. It's mild road rage. You're just like, here's the gat. I saw one of a guy who I think this was on Reddit, and it's like a guy who whips the fucking Glock out while he's driving, but then because the other guy is not like shooting at him or anything, I think he throws a bottle at his car whilst they're driving, doing like 100 on the fucking freeway. He pulls out his Glock, and he shoots at the other guy's car through his own windshield and window. Like he does.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that. But he's like, boom, boom.
He looks so shocked. He's like, like he can't handle the recoil. Like he's trying to drive. Like he doesn't look like he expected the gun to go off. It's so weird. But he's like, roll down the window. Even this like the wildest drive-by.
It was through his windshield, wasn't it?
It's like both because he like turns as he goes by. Because obviously the other car brakes because he's like, holy fuck, I'm being shot at. Yeah, so he like shoots into the windshield and turns. No, but you're doing like tactical, like he's holding the gun with two hands. Because he's holding it with one hand and he's just like letting loose. And he's like barely controlling it. It's like,
see, so weird. That would have been way funny if he just left the control of the steering wheel and it just immediately was like, boom, 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 and just like tracked his car around. But no. So it's just one hand. Just go that. That's funny as hell.
Alright. Let's see if I can find it on Public Freakout. No, I won't be able to find it. You can't search. Fuck that.
You can search on Public Freakout.
You fibbed to me. Where?
Just right at the top. Are you on the Reddit?
Oh, here it is. Okay.
Just, like, yeah.
It's like
blind motherfucker. Shoots, got Daredevil over here.
Bottle.
Lacking the smashing part.
How dare you? Man throws bottle at a chimpanzee. Man throws water bottle at a New Jersey liquor store clerk.
Whoa, this guy's going crazy. When will he be stopped?
Latinos throw water bottles at random black civilians while yelling racial slurs.
Nice.
Israeli soldiers throw crippled old man out of his wheelchair and start shooting at Palestinians who are trying to help injured. They are in no harm whatsoever. Israel cannot hide anymore. People see you for the cowards you really are. That has 11,000 upvotes. It's a long title, yeah.
Shit.
Damn,
it sounds heavy as fuck.
I can't find it, but I swear it was something about like a man just like shoots through his own windshield. Because you have the exact fucking...
I swear I've seen the video, but I remember the guy who's shooting through the windshield having more like pose about it. Like he's more...
You might be thinking of another, because there's another one that I haven't seen. Where it's like a Florida man shooting through his own windshield, another driver.
Yeah, that's probably it, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely...
And he's got like tattoos, he's got like another driver in the car. Oh, damn.
Yeah, and the dude just freaks out. He's like, what the fuck?
Well, the guy next to him takes cover and shit because there's glass breaking and all this crazy shit. But, like, what's the point? What's the point of destroying your own windshield? I don't know. It's so crazy. Because what's the objective? To kill the other guy?
Yeah.
To murder him?
I guess so.
That's maybe such a wild objective.
Maybe it's like to scare him because, like, the guy's thinking, he's like, wow, this guy destroyed his own property to get to me. That's insane. Like, this guy's fucking crazy. So I'm fucking there. There's no point in trying to fight this dude.
The crazy...
Have you ever seen the videos of like that sort of stuff happen where people pull over, like they have like a road rage moment and they get out, like, and there's a guy comes out of the car and he's like, "Yo, bro, do you want to settle this?" And another dude pulls out a gat on him, and the dude's just like, "Never mind." Like, he gets back in his car.
You know what? I'm satisfied. I'm content with how this has panned out. This is settled as far as I'm concerned. That's the reaction that I would have.
Yeah.
I was working once.
I was in the wrong.
I was working once visiting at a 7-Eleven, and as I pulled up to the 7-Eleven, there was this really short, fucking like 5'3" Indian dude, and this just like also very short, not quite that short, like 5'6", like jacked as fuck bald Lebanese dude, just like got out of each other, like their respective cars, and they was yelling at each other and just like, what the fuck? And I was like, oh damn, it's like kind of going down. But then they had this like very amicable, like it looked like it was going to come to a head. Then they had this very amicable moment where they were just like, okay, then nodding and being there. And then they went back to their own cars, and I was like, oh, okay, that was weird as fucking hell. And they both drove off at the same time. And then I went into the store and it was just like...
And then they just had a duel and they just like fucking crashed their cars into each other.
Well, I went back into the store and was just like doing my work, doing my checks and shit. It was boring as fuck. But like 15 minutes later, the Indian dude comes back in a cop car, covered in blood, absolutely drenched in his blood, just like flowing out of his head, and just like explaining to a cop like what happened, and like the police were checking the security tapes and shit. And I was just like, damn, I saw those dudes like agree to a duel.
Yeah.
And the Indian guy sure lost. And he didn't have his car anymore, so I don't know if he...
he just lost the pink slip in a fight.
Pink slips. Yeah, they fucking fisties for pink slips, bro.
This guy drove both of them home.
Well, he had his girlfriend, and the Lebanese dude had like his girlfriend in the car. So very possible that he was like, I'm taking your car, bro. And they just like bounced out with the double.
That is so fucking funny that they were like, he's like, yo, you want to settle this? Nah, bro, let's settle this somewhere else. Yeah, where? yeah, we could go around the corner if you want. It's
Yeah,
like,
they must have
there's
just
like
gone
nothing
to a
there.
field or somewhere like
you know
real
what?
close
Yeah,
by.
okay, that's fine. No concrete. You're still gonna end up bloody though. Yeah, let's see. Oh man.
And
I think I remember you sending videos of that or something to a group chat. I'm pretty sure a while ago.
Back in the day, I didn't get any of the good action, but I think I got a little bit of like that dude covered in blood.
Yeah, I think you did. Yeah, but you're learning from fight porn, so you'll know about all the good angles to get. Did you ever? There was a YouTube channel that like did fights, and they were shot in like 4K high res and were beautifully shot. Like I'm trying to remember the channel, but
sweeping.
I swear this guy had like an IMAX camera. Like he was like that was so clear, not shaky at all. Very like it was almost like James Cameron filmed these fucking fight videos.
Hell yeah!
And like they were so good. I'm trying to remember, but yeah, they were always like such high quality. Everyone who watched it was like, damn. Like I'm witnessing like an art piece right now. This is
how do you? I mean, they must be staged in somewhere. Were they like not like UFC, but were they organized fights, like felon fights or whatever?
No. These are just the street fights. Like, it was like a dude who, this dude took a really good camera out. No. He was almost like he would walk around with his camera. He'd see some beef starting, and he'd go and just like film. Because people were like, "Who the fuck are you?" He's like, "I'm not with these guys." Like,
I'm just here to fucking document this hot shit.
Yeah, it's just ignore me. Just ignore me.
That's crazy. But I guess in the United States, if you just like cruised around with like really dense population cities, if you just cruised around like
you'd see
the nightclub areas and shit. Eventually, some dudes are going to be like smacking on. Sure, okay. I mean, that kind of makes sense, but it's still really crazy fucking thing to do.
I remember seeing... it wasn't that long ago. I was walking home after a night out here, and there's like... The Nang situation here is really fucked. Like, the kids love to do Nangs here. It's so fucking sad. But I was walking down the street, and there was this like little sort of... I guess like a small like half alley, and I just watched these kids. I was like walking past and watched these two teenagers just like smash some nangs down. Yeah, hitting the nang, and then just immediately start swacking on with each other.
That was my
but it was
nang.
You weren't supposed to do it all, you fuck. I got too many brain cells now. Give me here.
Or maybe that was just the last brain cell they had that was like clinging onto their instinct not to just fucking thrash each other.
I needed that so I could deal with you, you fuck. Well, yeah, I was just like, and there was like a couple of like, there was just a girl, like a small teenage girl, just standing there, like hands on her hips, just watching them fight. And I was just like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. They can do whatever the fuck they want. I'm leaving. So normally I'd be like, I try to like, go and diffuse like if situation's about to go down. Be like, no, whoa, let's chill. But this part, I was like,
there was no.
Well, what am I gonna do? This guy's, yeah, that was right. It was just like, I just saw these dudes smash some nangs and then fucking just thrash each other against the wall. Let them do their thing. This is what they want to do. Yeah, I saw a girl, like, it was just like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, get off, like, a tram, and just, like, she was wearing, like, a hoodie. I don't know how old she was. She must have been young. But just had a deodorant can in her hand and just, like, had a sock in the other. And was just, like, huffing on the go.
I was about to say that I've seen people doing that exact fucking thing. And it's great, like,
what?
It's God, I know you're
with a shiny fucking nose.
But Jesus Christ, there's got to be better drugs. Just huff gas. Just huff petrol.
That's a good one. But that's not an old thing. I swear, pretty sure there was a big thing in, like, yeah. It says so on like, the can, that's why they have cans. Like, don't do that. Yeah,
it kills instantly. And they're like, it's such a wild idea to just like you just die all of a sudden.
Wrong.
Exactly. Like I can't imagine.
That was a fucking lie.
Half enough deodorant to just crumple into a fucking ball on the ground.
Can you imagine witnessing that? You're like, bro, pass me that can. Yeah, man.
I'm just gonna do a little hit of
Ah, sweet.
Of the $3 fucking day drug habit that I've got. That was it.
Yo, bro, don't leave me some, man. Come on.
Yep.
You start thrashing
I need
him.
that for my armpits. What the fuck?
Me motherfucker, I stink! I just finished
Job
soccer
interview later
practice!
today, and that's why I'm fucking clear your butt.
You're lucky that the girl I'm seeing usually has some on hand.
Otherwise I'd kill you. I'd fully kill you. Oh wait, you're already dead. You kill him instantly.
Yeah, he's bashing a fucking corpse. Bruh! Now you're awake!
I know you're awake. Oh boy.
Have you seen that fucking hilarious Hauser video of those two dudes just thrashing like inside a house, and then like another dude comes in with like a fucking vacuum or a broom or something, starts hitting them, and then it's just I don't know. It's like an Australian one.
She's like, "This is my house."
Yeah,
I've seen that one.
Yeah.
That one goes for too long. It's such a weird.
It goes
video.
like 5 minutes,
and they change from like the bedroom to the hallway. They go back to the bedroom. Like, there's no good narrative to that video. There's no good continuity. It's such erratic and like. No.
There's also no context. It doesn't.
That's
it
true.
Doesn't do it.
Doesn't have any context.
Yeah. I haven't actually watched any sort of confrontational media in a while. It's in the last week. Yeah, I've been to what have I been doing?
Making music.
I've been doing that, but like there was something in particular that I was doing, but I've completely lost it. Oh yeah, I was like recorded my first. I actually sent it, but I recorded my first gameplay video.
Yeah, let's play. I did. I listened to that at work, but the audio was like too quiet for I had like the shittest headphones, and I was like listening on my phone, and it was too loud in the office, so I only really got the gist.
Yeah.
But it's a Rainbow Six Vegas. We'll have to put it somewhere.
I thought, I was like, in my like, I was going to play something. I thought like. It was mostly just to practice video editing and shit like that. Yeah. And to like normalize audio and all that and try and get an understanding and just good using cuts and shit like that. And it was pretty fun. It took me like an hour. You kind of underestimate how much effort it fucking is to do that.
Well, and it's only a small getting this set up is the tough part. Once you have it set up, it's like you can recreate it much more easily. But get it fucking flowing the first time. It's always going to be a nightmare. It's always going to be hiccups.
But now I think my thing is I'm going to try and find, because the thing about that game, it was kind of broken with the modern PC equipment, or what do you call it? Modern PC, like, hardware. And so the game itself was kind
too
of
easy.
It was fucking up heaps, because I don't think it was like working cohesively with like all the new hardware. So it was actually fucking up a bunch. Like the AI was just going mad and bonkers, and like there was heaps of shit just going wrong with it. Yeah, everyone was fucking twitching, man. All their eyes just like,
yeah,
it was so funny, and that's what I think. I'm just gonna try and find more broken ass games to play. Like I think that's gonna be because it's just so funny watching like, these games struggle to fucking work. Yeah, well, I mean, other people do it, but it's fun. It is fun, just like, but that game itself was really funny, because I don't remember that game being broken at all. I remember it being a very fun experience.
But you remember Gears of War looking like good as gold, and you were wrong.
Yeah, no, true. Maybe they were always twitching. I just never. I just didn't have the resolution. The resolution was never high enough to see them. But even when you're like taking cover against the wall, your guy's head is just like constantly shaking. Like he's just like. It's funny as fuck. But yeah.
You know what game?
That's something I did. Yeah.
You know what game that I played? It wasn't too recently. It would have been like a year ago now. But I used to think it looked really, really good. The most extreme example of used to thinking something looked good and it not looking good. Did you ever play Black?
Yes. I remember that shit was crazy to like look at.
At the time, it was.
I also
like
know exactly what you're talking about because I played it recently
like
too.
Wildly. At the time, people were like, "Holy fucking shit!
It's the future.
Look at this thing." And that was its whole gimmick. And I played it recently, and it just looks like shit.
It also had destructible environments, right, as well?
Yeah, I think it had some other like whatever particle things, and it had when they realized that they could write when they got
break cover.
Once they got the discs big enough that they could put live action footage and movies into games, that was when the real shit started. That's when movie games started to be
no. I swear that was like a way to just get around. Like, it was cheaper if you had an FMV sequence. It was way easier to do that than to actually
like animate a whole.
Use up less spaces and then animate a whole scene, like cutscenes and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure because they used to do that for like the old. Do you ever play those Star Wars games like the Jedi? Do you remember Jedi Knight? Like Jedi Dark Knight? Forces.
Yeah, no, like I remember they did it for like Revenge of the Sith. They would just cut like bits of the movie in. I think they did it for a Bugs Life the game as well, which we've shouted out on the pod before. But they cut in bits of the movie.
Well, that makes sense.
But I always found it funny that they would want to compare how fucked and shitty the actual gameplay looks, and like the character, how shitty Flick the Ant looks in the game compared to just like the crisp Pixar animation. Just these disgusting fucking polyhedrons all clumped together.
But yeah, there's a Star Wars game called, I think it was Jedi Knight Dark Forces 2. It was like the one before Jedi Knight, or whatever it's called. No, there was like, what was it called? Was it called just Jedi Knight?
I don't know.
I can't. There was the one before Jedi Academy. You know, there was Jedi Academy, and then there was Outcast. Jedi Knight to Outcast. So it was the one before that, and it was called Dark Forces 2, and you play as Kyle Katarn. It had live action sequences in it because I swear they just like couldn't be fucked animating the sequences, or they wanted to make it a bit more big budget. But I also think that, like, you know, having a little movie on there that looked pretty shit. I'm not gonna lie, it looked pretty garbage. Say like it probably used up less space or something. I don't know. I could be completely wrong, but that the best thing that did it. Also, the one for Black, if I remember correctly, is like, what's the point of them? Because it doesn't even show anything. Is that right? It's just like a dude handcuffed in a prison.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're live action, and it's all shadowy and fucked, and he's like in an interrogation room.
He's like on a black site or some shit, right?
And they're just talking to him about like, now what happened next. We know that you were.
He's like, I remember there was smoking, wasn't there?
Yeah. But it's all fucked up and shadowy.
The best one that did that, I'm pretty sure it was made by the same developers, was Need for Speed Most Wanted. The one that did. It like had this sick ass live scenes that was so fucking corny, and we're obviously way too late to the party because it's trying to be Fast and Furious when Fast and Furious realized what it was doing wasn't as cool. Right. But they like had these like really over exaggerated characters, and it was super fucking corny, but like it's so good. And I think they tried to do it in one of the newer ones, and it just came off feeling like really, I don't know. It was just almost embarrassing. Like you're watching and you're like, you can tell they're trying to go for that same charm that they had in the old one, but man, this isn't working at all. These characters all sound like douchebags. Like they all sound like pricks. Like I would not want to be stuck alone talking to one of these guys for more than maybe, like
drive
20 seconds. Guys. Yeah. And it's like, bro, like man, where'd you get those threads from, dude? Like you ever
oh yeah, old 90s slang, old like late 90s, early 2000s like slang and shit. Because some of the characters are kind of endearing who sort of were parodies of that. So like Jack and Daxter were kind of a parody of that kind of shit. And stuff like that. But then people who were earnest about it, pretty fucking hilarious.
Yeah. So yeah, no. But those old FMV sequences, I kind of miss them.
Kind of dig
when they're done. When they're done right. That needs to be
very rarely.
I don't understand why they can't write just cool characters in these fucking Need for Speed games, man. This new one, the main character is just a pussy, bro. He's just I've never been just like more played a character, like playing as the main character and just being like, man, this guy sucks. Like he's a loser. Yeah. Playing as a fucking loser. Yeah.
I hope this
everyone
guy fails.
talks. Oh.
I keep driving off the road on purpose because he's gonna fucking suck so much. Fuck this dude.
It's just the dialogue is so fucking cringy. It's so hard to take. I just like don't care about the like when I first started, I was like, okay, it's gonna have a pretty standard plot. Like you probably get betrayed, and that does happen. You get betrayed immediately. Because you had the stuff from the bottom, working with the top Drake star,
because he used to be the best, and like you had all the shit, and then it got taken away from you.
Yeah. You start with a Lamborghini Countach. That's how good you were. That's how good you had it. Yeah. Countach. But Yeah, but and the dialogue is so cringy between everyone. It's like they trying so hard to talk like Gen Zers that it becomes so parody. And it just like, they sound like they're making fun. Well, it doesn't even sound like that. They sound like what Gen Zers would say to make fun of people trying to imitate Gen Zers.
Yeah,
that's like what they end up sounding like. Yeah.
They're trying to freak out boomers on purpose.
yeah.
That's what they would say.
Bad,
sure.
The game's fun, but plots. Yeah, there's some
Okay,
cool, man.
fucking
There's this
sucks.
one we basically played as like Aaron Paul, and you like on the run. That one was cool. Everything was. It was like the whole game was just one long sprint race. It was dope.
That sounds terrible.
It's cool. Yeah.
You just drive in a straight line
cool.
the whole game?
Yeah, you just drive in a straight line the whole game. Well, of course you got to like. It's not
Turn
just
something.
roads that are straight. It's not one fucking massive highway from one. It's like you're supposed to go from one side of like the US to the other, and like, but that's the whole point. Is like it was just one long race basically, with like little cutscenes.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. But the main character was like Aaron Paul, basically. He just looked like him.
Oh, okay. Did he voice him? No?
No, I don't know who voiced him.
Some white guy.
Man, Troy Baker is in a lot of games. I didn't realize how many games I've started playing this game called Sniper Elite 2, which is a really bad game. And I was hoping that it would be good for like content, but I don't know, it's more boring than it is actually like funny.
I think I've played that one. Is that set in World War II and you're just like,
I'm not thinking Sniper Elite is actually a good game. I'm thinking of a different one. Sniper Ghost Warrior 2.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
That I've heard,
So it's
hand. Because I was going to say, I played Sniper Elite. It's not bad. It's okay.
Yeah.
It gets a bit old.
Yeah,
like,
it's like the same
kneecap
thing
and
over and
Germans
over again.
and seeing their bones splinter. Like,
You can shoot their balls off. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, all
the
good stuff.
Yeah. This one you can't. It just has like act like that. It still has that same slow mo bullet thing, but it's just like shows them dying, and it's just not as cool. So I was like, oh come on, this will be a really fun game, but like it's pretty funny. I'm hoping that it's kind of broken in a way, but it's not. It is. It's just not fun, and it's just the enemies
slow, and you can't. Can you run and do 360 no scopes and just do like Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer gameplay basically and get through the game really fast?
No, not really. Because everyone just kind of kills you very quickly as well if you get spotted. So you have to play really meticulously, which is like super boring as well.
But I guess that's if you want a sniper fucking simulator. That's what you're after.
Yeah, true, fair. You can't
you
can't just be whacking it out 360s and shit.
You have to fucking piss
What's
yourself.
the AI is just.
The
AI is just
you get a bonus
broken.
at the end of each mission for not pissing yourself. How's it working? Like it spots you, or
it's just like sometimes they'll just spot you. Like I was sneaking up on a dude and he immediately just did a 360 on me and just put me down. And like my team, there was a couple of pretty funny moments. There was one point when I was like shot this sniper, like I had to eliminate another sniper in the tower.
Sniper,
and
nice.
I shot him dead set in the shoulder, and this motherfucker immediately just aimed directly at me and just put me down.
That's just unlucky, man. That's all.
Okay, so
he just got a good shot in. He knew he had to make it.
Yeah.
He was like,
yeah.
Are they German?
No,
like I was going to
whip it out of me.
Are they Russians?
No, it's in the Philippines, so I think they're like supposed to be
Filipino guys.
I don't think they're Filipino. I think they're like mercenaries, but it doesn't look like Philippines. It looks like South America somewhere. I think they just decided they just put the locale as like Philippines because it's like, oh yeah, South America's done. But
people don't know where
definitely
that
looks
is.
like, yeah.
I enjoy that.
They just chose a name out of a hat.
Far Cry does it quite a bit, but I enjoy when games just invent a South American country so they can be as racist as they like. You can just have people be just as cartoonish as they like. They can just have the most like villainous Ecuadorian style dictator just like doing cocaine shit all the time.
Didn't they? Isn't Far Cry? Aren't a lot of Far Cry enemies like not actually? Oh, well, I know Far Cry 2. The main bad guy isn't. He's like they're like white, aren't they? I'm pretty sure there's no black bad guys in that game. They're all white South Africans.
It's like black guys you can kill.
Oh yeah, there's mercenaries, but like none of the head honchos, which makes at least Now I'm thinking about it this way. They didn't make any of the bad guys black.
Too far.
But they made a lot of the guys you can kill black. So they kind of like saying that, like, you know, black people can't be leaders and lead a fucking militia. What is this? That's racist.
They can be evil.
Goddamn. But they can be bad. They just work. They don't have a soul. They just work for whoever fucking leads them, which is all these white Africans.
Yeah. Well, there was a really big mix of white people and black people. Probably dead 50-50. I'm probably like,
I'd say so.
I'd say dead 50-50 white and black people, which is pretty funny. But the white guys had like South African accents, and the black guys didn't necessarily have South African accents. They had like
they sound like they're from the Congo, bro. Yeah. Like that's be real. Like, it smells like shit, like shit like that.
And then all the white guys like.
I do like how in Far Cry 3 the good guys were just a couple like just Maori bros. Like they were just like
that's
hey,
right,
bro,
the locals.
What are you doing? Yeah. Oh,
hey, bro.
Do you mind if hey, bro, do you want to get a lift? I can give you a lift somewhere, bro.
That's right. You couldn't hijack cars. They would. Cars,
hey,
which was slightly more elegant.
Here, you want this one?
That's right. Because
hey, bro, I wanted to go for a walk anyway.
You'd shoot at them, and they'd be like, "Oh, here's my car. Have a good one. Thanks for your help."
Yeah.
And they'd just jog off down the street. But in Far Cry 2, you just find cars everywhere. They'd just be fucking
they just had cars,
parked in the jungle.
I hated that was one thing I hated about Far Cry 2 was just driving around. You never cleared off checkpoints. Like, you cleared them, but every single time you drove past them, they just respawn. And then it's just fucking annoying. You just have to. I remember the amount of times I just like sprinted through and just mowed down any Africans I saw.
Well, sometimes you could. I mean, most of the time you could just drive through. They wouldn't get you. I mean, occasionally they'd have like the exploding like turrets that would fuck you up. Or you'd just like be in a sedan and you'd be like, "Oh, fuck this," and you just like drive past. And then 30 seconds later, you'd like, because you'd have to manually look in your fucking rearview mirror and shit. Like the game was really gritty. You just see like a fucking Jeep with a 50 caliber like. Dude, like, on the 50 cal, like rolling up on you, you'd be like, "Oh, fuck!" And it's like not in a good position to go fuck him up. Yeah.
And you also like try to keep your eyes on the road because the roads are actually kind of hard to see. And you have to have pull your map out and be like, "Fuck, am I going the right way?"
One hand on the map, one hand on the wheel, like looking behind you, getting shot at. Yeah, it's pretty good. Like honestly, I really liked a lot of that sort of shit about Far Cry 2.
Yeah.
And people complain about it because every enemy was like there wasn't different types of enemies. There wasn't like heavy enemies and flamethrower enemies, and there was it was just bros with like AK-47s, which made the most sense. Shit. And you could just cruise around with silenced pistol was my favorite, and you just like sneak up into a camp and like eliminate everyone fucking silent style.
I honestly did like the fact that your weapons would jam sometimes because the amount of times I like pull up behind a dude and then my weapon would be like.
You have to whip the machete out.
The machete sucked. I remember the machete fucking sucked too.
No,
it took so long to kill someone.
You could, if you got the right fucking like the prompt, you could do the execute if you snuck up on them. That's what the machete was good for. Just the quick like throat slit with the fucking rusty machete. Yeah. But the best thing I think, the most innovative thing about Far Cry 2 was when you got injured and you just like reset your fucking broken finger.
Oh yeah.
Like pull bullets out of your arm. And the best one was just patting fire out, and you'd be like, "Oh,
yeah."
But implicitly, you're just on fire until you decide to be like, "Oh, that's better."
You also had like companions and stuff, and they would die if you didn't help them out and shit like that. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, and they would come and help you if you went down.
Yeah. You could also kill them as well. I remember you got an achievement for it. I'm pretty sure
betray them
if you killed them. Yeah. There's a lot of shit
going on. It's a trick actually at the start of that game. Here's a little tip if you're deciding to play Far Cry 2 for the first time. The 2008 fucking game, Far Cry 2 for the first time. At the start, you pick a character, and I picked the character that I thought was the fucking coolest. But don't do that because those are all everyone you don't pick appears in the game as a companion. But the person you pick is the only person who doesn't appear.
So you want that? You want that guy?
You want that guy to hit the fucking most garbage companion.
Yeah.
Just like the short Irish guy. That's the guy you fucking want to be. You don't want to be the badass like fucking what is he, like Muslim dude? That's the guy I picked the first time. I was so upset that I didn't get to fucking meet him. Just his meaty arm, like watching him pull bullets out of his meafy arm was the closest I got to meeting him.
Yeah, I remember being upset that there wasn't. I remember playing Far Cry 2 for a while. I hadn't read anything on it, and I'm being upset there were no monsters in it. I was like, "What the fuck?"
It's right because
where the monsters coming into it?
16 hours in, you're like, "Where the fuck is there going to be?"
Fuck yeah!
What the fuck is
this? I was like halfway through the game when you go to the next area. I was like, "Oh, this is probably when it's all going to go down. Like they're going to show some shit." But no, it's just
more
a fucking revolution. It's politics, bro. I came to see some fucking monsters and with rocket launchers attached to their arms and shit.
And such
Far Cry 1 was a fucking hard game.
Such hard to get your head around, like African politics.
Yeah, there's a lot. I didn't know who I was fighting for, whether they were good or bad. I just was like, I guess that's the point that neither of them. You're fighting for like two different armies.
Because you could do missions for both of them, but you'd have to, But they kind of didn't have a distinct... Like, they weren't distinct enough. They weren't like, we want this, and they were like, no, but we want this. It was kind of bad storytelling. Yeah.
They were just kind of like, go kill this guy. He's bad. And they're like, okay.
Trust me. Sure. It's just like, I guess I'll murder whoever these guys tell me to murder.
And it's like, can you just tell me I have blood diamonds? It's like, I'll tell it. I'll do it.
And I have malaria pills. I did not. I'll kill anyone because I want malaria pills. We actually had to do missions for the priest to get malaria pills.
That's right. Yeah, I remember that.
Missions for him. And the first couple missions, he's like, deliver this medicine to this man. And then he's just like, go fucking kill this guy. Go fucking kill this dude. And he's just like, wait, what? He's just like, go slaughter this camp full of people for me. Like, it's like, Padre, what?
He's like, just do it.
He kind of turns crazy. And the Jackal is the villain,
Well, yeah, I was about to say, plot twist, the Jackal is actually... Oh, spoilers. For Far Cry 2. 2008. Jackal was the good guy. It turns out that he was actually trying to free... No, he was dispersing the weapons to try and liberate the people from the armies. That was the whole fucking twist at the end.
What a moronic.
And that's why he was there. And then you... Yeah, and then you help... I think that's how it... And then you help him. Like, that's the end, because he saves your life. Oh, yeah, you can also choose to betray him as well.
Well, I think you can choose the ending where he dies as well, and you help people, or... Because doesn't he be like, blow up the explosives when I'm, like, clear of the explosion, but you can just, like, blow it up while he's still, like... While he's still chilling there?
Yeah.
Kill him that way?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
I think that's what I did, because he puts you through so much. He doesn't come and explain any of this to you. He has 1,000 opportunities to be like, listen, buddy, it's all good.
I mean, it's not like there was... Like, even the first time you meet him, it's not like it was this really tense moment where, like, you're trying to kill him. Like, I know you're there to kill him, but, like... You're, like, sick with fucking malaria, like, dying in bed. And he's there. He could just be like, yo, bro, let me just explain this to you why you cannot fight me. Instead, he, like, smashes a machete into your bed. So, and, like, threatens you to stay away while you're fucking dying.
He's dying of malaria. Which just seems like a pointless thing to do, to threaten a man who's fucking dying of malaria. But whatever.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure he was like the good, a good guy. He was like the not a villain.
Yeah, but his plan is just stupid and convoluted because he's trying to help people by distributing weapons to like armies of people.
Yeah, he was like, if everyone's got a fighting chance, but but there were civilians in that game. I was trying to remember, like in the towns and shit, right?
Yeah, no, not even in the towns. Because the first thing you do, like the opening sequence, is you're like in a cab, like you're getting a taxi to this town with this guy.
Yeah, that's right.
And then you get like there's like a guy at the hotel, and he like books you into the hotel, and you go to the hotel room, and then the Jackal comes, and like that's the end of civilization. There's no more civilians except for like the priest and just like dudes in shacks in the middle of nowhere who are like your companions, who are just like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
Just like hanging out in fucking chat. There's like a bar. There's like Mike's bar is where they all hang out in the middle of
Mike's
the
bar. They also look like they were always on the gas as well. Remember, like, any of, like, the guys that let you out the doors were always just like this when they open the door.
Yeah, that's it. I remember that at, like, the weapon shops and stuff. Just, Oh, yeah.
That's not the... Jackal wasn't just dealing guns. He was dealing some fucking ice on the side, too.
Dealing the Gucci.
Just giving everyone a bit of MD on the side. So that's when everyone will feel good, you know?
You don't understand. I'm distributing the weapons so everyone has a fighting chance. I'm pitting them against each other to distract them.
He wasn't South African.
No, he wasn't. He was like British.
I'm pretty sure he was American. Yeah, I thought he was American. He's like, I swear he talks like he's like the Jackal. I'm the Jackal.
I'm distributing.
Came a long way to skip malaria, kid.
To give everyone a fighting chance, and then but then he's like, all right, so why were you dealing the meth? That was just for the cash. That was just for the money.
That was just.
I'm just.
How do you think How do you think I bought the weapons?
I needed money for weapons, bro. Where did you get the meth?
So,
robbing people.
Robbing people. Killing people. Selling guns to army. It's complicated, okay?
So I did have some guns. Look, just stay out of my way, all right? Machete to the wall.
All right, yeah, machete. Why? I have to paint over that now. Okay, you backed me in a corner, all right? Just leave me alone. Just take your malaria pills. I don't have malaria.
He just needles you.
Anyway.
To sell malaria. And to cure the malaria. Alright, let's have a little look.
So I want
to know what the Jackal sounds
like. Real quick.
Yes.
I'm going to just rat out a good friend Wes. This guy, reason why he was on here was because he was saying that, he wanted an early night, which I do too. I have to catch a bus in the morning. I've seen this motherfucker switch through 3 games in the past
what's he
30 minutes. Yeah. He was playing what was it? He's playing Town of Salem at the moment. I don't know what that is.
Wait, what? Isn't that like a cooperative game? Isn't that like I swear that's a board game that's kind of like Secret Hitler. Town of Salem.
No, he bought it. He bought it on my Steam account once, so I do have it here.
Really?
Never played it. Yeah.
It's a browser-based game.
This guy.
Yeah, it's where players lie there, like so you're meant to lie, and it's fucking Among Us. It's just Among Us, but
it's just Among Us.
Fantasy Village, yeah.
Okay. So it's Among Us before Among Us.
Last
time I played was 2019.
I can't remember. I guess
I think it came out before.
Yeah. Must have done. Take that, Among Us.
And he played something else before. I can't remember what it was, but it was something really lame. I remember. This guy plays some lame fucking games, man. If you go to kill time, play something cool. Although I can't talk, I've played through 5 Assassin's Creed games in the last week. So, yeah,
which is the best one?
Say much.
Black Sails. Black Sails.
Black Sails was good.
Yeah,
Black Sails was really fun.
It's got good
I didn't
boat stuff.
The grind to get the fucking materials to upgrade your boat though is not fun. That was annoying as hell.
Is it? Because, I feel like I stopped doing the plot to do shit like that, so I don't know.
Well, I had to because my ship was dog shit for most of the game. So I ended up getting tried to take on these big ships, and it became easy. But then all of a sudden my wood I needed 500 wood and a bunch of metal, and it just stopped giving me wood, and I didn't know why.
What the heck?
And so I couldn't get any more wood. I'm over 450. I don't know if it was because I was repairing my ship, but there was plenty of times where I wasn't repairing my ship and it just wouldn't give me wood, even though I was targeting ships that had wood. So I just gave up on that, and I was just like, "Fuck that! I'm just gonna finish the game," and I did.
Maybe you needed to upgrade your cargo carrying capacity,
storage,
so you could have.
Yeah, but it didn't. It didn't say. But it didn't say it was full. It was red when it was full. It came up red, and it wasn't. But either way, I finished it. It was good. It was fun. Edward Kenway was a cool character. Had a nice little ending as well. They ended it so abruptly though, where he didn't even he killed the one of the head Templar or whatever. But then there's one dude who's still alive, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll be back for that. But I got a daughter," and that's it. That's the end. He just leaves and sails with his daughter, and then it shows him and then it shows him 20 years later and he's got a son, who's the guy from number 3. Yeah,
oh
it's cool.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
What do you think your ancestors up to? If you went back to your coolest ancestor, what do you think you'd be doing?
Ooh. I'm trying to think. I could be maybe do you reckon there's assassins in Papua New Guinea? Do you think so?
Yeah, I guess so, man. Can't say for sure, but for sure people kill people in every culture in the world. So.
Sure. But do you think I wonder what the Templars would want with Papua New Guinea. I guess it was a good way to get to Australia. So if they wanted to control, that's what the Japanese were trying to do. But
control Papua New Guinea to get, I guess.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Otherwise, on the other side, it's Irish. So like, what's there? I guess I could go back and just a bunch of drunks eating potatoes, probably. Like, that's
getting villainized by the English, and yes,
yeah, true. Oh yeah, take that. Maybe there's assassins on that side too. Maybe both. Maybe they culminate. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
There you go.
Well, I don't have any sort of diversity in my, so it's like Scots and Englishmen, and I just have British people to draw from. Actually, I have a little Viking in me as well.
What if our paths, our histories, our ancestors, they meet and they're mortal enemies, and then we have to choose a side now?
The Scottish and the Irish, yeah, I suppose maybe. I'd probably choose.
Well, I'm thinking about Irish and the English is what I'm thinking.
I suppose so. I'd probably choose the Irish. Fuck the English. Fuck you, mutts. Fucking weak dog. My coolest ancestor. My coolest ancestor, if I went back, would be the man who, on my father's side, was responsible for our family coming to Australia in the first place. Who was a blacksmith, and he was convicted of 27 counts of break and enter, and that's why he was shipped over to Australia. He just wouldn't stop breaking into people's houses.
Breaking into places.
30 times.
Can't stop me.
30 times that he was caught. And even to be caught, like, in the 1800s, you have to be caught doing that shit, which is difficult to get caught doing. You have to just be, like, carrying shit out of people's houses while the cops are like, excuse me, sir.
Yeah, they'd be like, it's like, what did he look like? He was a disgusting white man.
He was just
doesn't really narrow it down.
Had fucked up teeth, and he was
fucked up teeth. You've got fucked up teeth. God
I've got fucked up teeth.
Should I arrest you?
Yeah.
Place himself under arrest. That description matches me. Cuff me, boys. I'm committed. Actually, I do have my great grandsister was he was a adventurer, a discoverer.
Oh, hell yeah, an explorer,
colonizer.
Yeah,
he was an explorer, and he colonized a lot of places. So,
hell yeah.
And actually, it's pretty funny because I went to see a museum with heaps of his shit that he stole from other.
Oh, really nice, from other cultures.
From other cultures and shit. It's really weird situation because it's super cool, but it's also you're like, damn, that was kind of fucked up.
Why did you do that? Why did you fucking do that shit?
Apparently, he ended up like leaving his family in the middle of the night as well. He just like apparently they were just having dinner, and he was just like mid-set, like middle of dinner, everyone was just eating. He just got up and just walked out and left.
He's like, one more adventure, I think.
Yeah.
Done. Well, that's the power you had in the day. Back in the olden times, you could just be like, you know what? This situation, I'm finished with this situation.
Yeah.
This second, I've decided this is over.
So he left his wife and like 5 or 6 kids or some shit, and just vanished. No one ever heard from him again. Like that was it.
Probably, yeah.
That was the end of his tale.
And then his wife is just like, I'm pregnant, and he's like, yep, that's me. Cast curtains on this one. I'm just gonna nip out for a few minutes, get some air.
It's like I hear someone calling. We don't have
I'll get
phones in this time. I'll get it.
I didn't hear anyone knock, honey.
I didn't hear anyone knock.
Yeah, that'd be the fucking best. And he just got on some boat and was just fucking going.
Freedom. Well, apparently he spent a lot of time Papua New Guinea as well, which was pretty funny because like. He definitely would have just been playing on Papua New Guinean cheeks for sure. Because that guy definitely loved to like get around.
Sure.
But
well, if you love just like going on the fucking boat, risk your life to go to another place. You want to get some pussy when you get there.
If you spent like 2 years on a boat, you'd definitely be like, yeah, I'm sick of. I'm
having sex with men on a boat.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, jerking off overboard. Just like the fucking waves.
Well, I imagine a lot of Dutch ruddering would have been very nautical at the time.
Yeah, just all the sailors in a row, just fucking
in a star shape, just like tugging in. It's like each other's shoulders.
Yeah.
They were like, damn. Can't wait to get onto shore. I hope it's not
Ahoy,
a band,
boys!
Right? Ahoy, boys! That's what you say when you join the circle and you're like cutting in and you're just like, ahoy, fellas! Yo ho ho, am I right, lads? Shut up and get in the circle, man.
Just get in the circle, man. Okay. I guess I'll grab you. Yep.
And then, settle in. Well, I think that is going to do us. If Nate needs to get an early night tonight, a little early night, so we can't let this one go for too long. I don't need to cut these ones down much because we don't have a lot of silence between Wes not answering me. So one more fuck you to Wes. Hashtag less Wes. We'll probably play us out with a little bit of clip from the Jackal from Far Cry 2 because I do want to remember what he sounds like. But thanks for getting on the tools, guys. I've been Dom Anderson. With me, my co-host Nate Shepherd, the reliable co-host that we have. Usually Wesley does. We've got hashtag less Wes on this one. But thank you for joining us. Leave us a little 5-star review if you enjoyed the show. That helps us out. But we'll see you next time, guys.
Bye.
Alright, let's have a look at the stream.
I don't want to hear what this sounds like.
Let me tell you something.
Now that voice I remember. Now that brings memories back.
Really? Just FYI, that's for sure a white guy doing an voice, by the way. That's for sure a white guy. Something. Keep your enemies closer.
I just imagine like they're like about to ship the game out, and then like one of them's just like, oh fuck, we didn't do any like VO for the taxi driver right at the start of the game. They're like, shit.
Just do it real quick.
It's like let's get Jimmy. Let's just get Jimmy to do. Jimmy, you do your African accent again, the funny one. Let me tell you about my African accent.
let me tell you something, friend.
Let me tell you something, friend. That'll do. Get him in the booth.